brings great opportunities, and you have been very responsible in preparing for new revenue. But as so many Ghanaians know, oil cannot simply become the new cocoa.
Ghana lost the race to Côte d'Ivoire as the world's top producer of cocoa in the late 70s already, but it's planning a comeback. As one of the major cash cows, the cocoa industry employs 17% of the country's total labor force and contributes around 8% to the country's GDP. And after years of exporting raw beans, the focus is heavily on value addition.
You know, the total installed capacity of our processing units is right over 313,000 metric tons, you see. And we try as much as possible, you know, for them to do the processing, you know, up to the terminal stage. Most of them are doing it up to the intermediate stage, which is the liquor stage. But we will prefer that they get to the terminal stage, which is the chocolate stage. And, you know, we believe also that in order to make the profits, they should get to that stage so that Ghanaians will benefit.
For investors, Ghana is an ideal entry point into the ECOWAS market, and its close proximity to Europe is also perfect for the transport of agricultural goods.
Ghana is endowed with very fertile lands in agriculture. Although 60% of the population is involved in agriculture, it still hasn't come straight to the fore of the economy, except through cocoa. So there's a lot of opportunity for food agriculture, I mean, consumption of agricultural goods. And in today's world, where there's a huge demand on grains such as rice and maize for fuel, I mean, Ghana can become an important exporter of these grains.
It's a little harder adding value to the country's other major export earner, gold. In the global slowdown, gold is seen as a safe haven, and it's mostly bullion that's bought up. Ghana wasn't known as the Gold Coast for nothing. It's Africa's second biggest producer of the yellow metal, and its gold revenue was up 29%, earning $2.2 billion last year. High gold and cocoa prices have helped Ghana weather the global slowdown. But Ghana is not only blessed with these two valuable commodities.
Many people are obsessed with gold, as if gold is the only mineral we have. It isn't. We have large deposits of bauxite, some of it, most of it untapped. We have iron ore, we have other industrial minerals, limestone, we have beautiful stones for quarries.
But growth in the mining sector has been hampered by the country's infrastructure, in particular its rail network.
So far, no improvements have been made in the railway sector, and that is a dreadful problem for us. In fact, bauxite is not even able to move any bauxite by rail. We're still trying to push government to really get the railway working. And what we're telling government is that if the railway works, it won't just be manganese and bauxite, but even gold companies can use the railways to cart their heavy equipment and the many other goods and services that they need.
Along with infrastructure concerns as well as some security issues, there is a proposed increase in mining royalty rates, although this is not enough to deter investors.
Well, I think that we must put the infrastructure and security problems in perspective. They don't make mining unattractive for large-scale companies. I think it's very important to say that, because when it comes to foreign direct investors coming into mine, I think that things are very good, you know. So no investor will feel totally endangered in coming to invest here. And when you are also talking of the royalty, let's remember that the royalty has a band. It's from 3 to 6%. So really, government from time to time will try and find how it can move from the minimum to the maximum.
Political stability, a pending oil wealth, gold and agriculture have put Ghana on a sound footing for the future. But after the break, find out why investors are increasingly optimistic about the country's financial sector. A look at why foreign investors are staying put and how local Ghanaian entrepreneurs are rebranding Africa. Doing Business in Africa is winner of the Best TV Feature of the Diageo Africa Business Reporting Awards.